Hey there, welcome in this lesson. I think before I even start, I should show you something, right? Because from where we touched up a lot on technical stuff, and we never really got to touch up on something simple. So we discussed where the traffic source, or we discussed where the traffic will be coming from. So it's Facebook ads or TikTok organic or whatever organic, right? That's what we discussed. This space over here. We spoke that you need to produce video content, and the main thing is that you need to talk to people to get sales. But I never really got to show you the content, examples of content, and that's what I want to show you now. I'll just go over to I think I showed you this and said you can record your screen at an angle, showing them the work you are doing. It's best to show somebody work you are doing instead of work you can do, right? So yeah, let's go to TikTok, but let me start over to Instagram. I'm gonna show you one account here I came across and I liked how it's set up. So basically what you are looking at here is that this gentleman here, he put out his account on Instagram, wrote his bio there, meaning what we need to do is that your account, let's say Facebook, or let's just say account, your account must have a bio, right? And in the bio, you describe what you do. And how it helps your ideal client. So this is what you do in your bio. You're going to say, I'm Harold, or I'm X agency. We do websites and get our clients more sales. Obviously, you don't have to phrase it the same way. You could say, I'm Harold, I build websites that bring in sales, or I build websites that brings in more leads, something like that. But in a nutshell, it's who you are and what you do. So I'm X Media and I build websites that brings in more leads or brings in clients for my solar companies or something like that, right? Remember your ideal niche or group of people. Or I'm Harold, I create websites and sales funnels for coaches and course creators. I build websites that brings in more sales, more clients, sells courses, or does something like that, right? So that's what you do in your bio. You don't just write, Google this, I love this, I love mangoes in the winter. No, you don't do that. Or just do fancy stuff. I'm against fancy stuff. I love keeping it simple because that's what your ideal client wants. They want to understand what you are doing fast. So if you're creating websites for online stores, just say your name over here, or the name of your, obviously the name of your agency there, and you get to minimize or just summarize what you do. Build online stores for e-commerce businesses. Obviously online stores for online stores doesn't make sense. I build online stores that brings in sales, or online stores that do something. Or I help build, you don't, because you're not a consultant, right? I create websites that brings sales. I create websites that convert, but there are chances that your ideal client doesn't know the word convert. So just say, I create websites that brings sales or leads or sales or something simple like that. Then down here, you get to say delivery time 5 days to 7, whatever, 3 to 5 days work or something like that. Then down here, you keep your link to WhatsApp or your link to, your link to WhatsApp, or you keep it simple like right here you say click the link to chat with me, then the link goes to your WhatsApp or Telegram, but keep it simple like WhatsApp, right? And then the content we're speaking about over here, right? So there's bio, content. So when it comes to your content, you also keep it simple. Remember I said you take your phone, keep it at an angle just near your desktop, your laptop, your screen, right? Just give me a second. Let me get my phone over here. So I'm gonna do this, right? Okay, I can't find that what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a tripod. I had kept it somewhere nearby. I wanted to show you this. So I'll take my phone, angle it somewhere here, right? And then I record and just start designing. I don't need to start over the part where I'm setting up the site, the domain, the whatnot. I could just start designing a page whilst recording this, right? Even if it takes like, you don't have to to do a site in like 50 seconds. No, record as long as it takes. Then you're going to go over to TikTok, upload the video, and get to speed it up, right? There is a feature you can click, remove the sound, mute the audio of the video, then you increase the speed of the video, then it will run fast. It will be like a time lapse, and then you are just working there fast. It will look like you're just dragging stop fast, drag drop, then your site is ready. Then next thing you do, you make a voiceover. I did say you just gonna go a step further than what most people are willing to do. Most people are not willing to just talk to appear. That's the competitive advantage you'll have, speaking and appearing. What you're going to do is, hey guys, work with me as I'm creating a website for one of my clients who's selling accounting services. Then you get to say that in the next, remember when you're doing those voiceovers, you don't talk once off, because it would be crazy as if you're like holding your breath or something. So just, hey guys, work with me as I'm creating a website for one of my clients who's in the roofing business, right? That's the first voice. Then you, right where you stopped, you record another one and say, so I had a back and forth with the client to communicate and understand the theme they want to see in their business. They sent me the logo of their company. Then I managed to recreate it for the site. Then the third voiceover, remember, same thing, you don't make space in between. Next thing you get to say what? You say, so in this project, I just thought of making a minimal design, keeping it simple, not many colors, just 2 blended colors, the primary color and secondary color. And I'm gonna keep that font and text simple, not large and whatever. Then the fourth one, you continue, something like that. Then you get to say, to work with my agency or to work with us and get a website for your business, click the link on my bio and we start working, or something like that. Or you get straightforward, you say, to work with my to get a website done for you, to get an online store done for your business, or to get a website done for your business, click the link in the bio and we'll get to start working with you. Or you could throw it in there somewhere if you think this is your advantage, and you say, to get a website done for you, click the link in the bio, we only charge $5. Right? Stuff like that. Oh gosh, right? So let me show you examples. That's what I said I'm gonna do in here. So there's something you could do. But obviously don't do fancy websites that have a lot of effects, because really that's not what your audience is looking for. They just want a website that does the work. Oh, that looks fancy. You could do that if you have time. I'm gonna show you how to do all of those, but I think this gentleman here does a lot of nice sites. But yeah, something like this. You see that? They know. Yeah, that stop before I get copyright issues. So that's more like it. Keeping it simple, and then talking over this. Hey guys, work with me. So I had to come up with the color, keep it gold and brown and peach, and display the product, something like that. Of which this guy is just doing UX design. It's not yet the design. And then let's see, what does it say? Shopify website for Hempa businesses. So yeah, something like that. Work with me as I'm creating a website, an online store for one of my clients who's in the Hempa business. Something like that, right? Or let's see another one. I think these videos would go viral if it had voiceovers or something, that an element of a real person. Also this one here, same thing. Right? So just showing the work, actual work being done, and we're gonna send this to the actual person who wants this kind of work. And this video I also came across this brother here. He's having an agency. What he's doing is showing how he builds a site for his client also. Let me show you this opening liner. My audio there.
This is how I built an e-commerce website for my latest client. I made it.
You see that liner? Also this fellow here does good numbers. Let's see if he's talking.
Guys, come join me today. We'll be revamping the Morfire website.
So that's the other thing. You could show, you see what they're saying. Let's say love the colors. You know, we want people who want to pay. No, we don't want designers here. You see how much for a website there, and then what are your rates? You see there. But you see there's a lot of people asking and a few designers in here. So to narrow it down, kick out all designers by just going straight to saying how I build a website for my client, something like that. Yeah. So you're actually doing the actual work that your client is looking for, somebody who does it, right? Instead of showing people when you are having coffee in a fancy cup and you're going to shop at a fancy mall, like, get ready with me. What are we getting ready to do? You just need to show yourself working. You see, you don't need, that's the other thing, you don't need all these slides. I don't need this microphone. I can make money just having the screen I'm using here and my cell phone and recording myself doing this website here. Like I'm recording a course, I'm recording myself doing this website, then I stop, put it on TikTok, voice it over, speed ramp it like this,
Creating a fun and user-friendly website,
right? So I get to say, work with me as I'm creating an online store for my client who's selling juice or something, or cars. I don't know what this site is doing. And then just like you see, this guy is just showing his laptop there and the wall, which is not fancy, right? And then just like that. I don't know how much more to say, but if you check here, it's just the same thing. There is no way you can put in the work like this and you don't get one person in a month. It's impossible. So yeah, I think I showed you examples of this content, right? Over here. I had to because I recall that, wait a minute, I didn't show examples. So now let's go to this. Right here we'll be showing it as it is, showing a lot of ads, because that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to get into ads and wrap this thing up. One thing I promised from the beginning is to keep things brief. I know you might like hearing me talk for too long, but let's go. Facebook ads, content which is video or image. We want conversations, so our objective is anything which gets us to talk, and this messenger thing brings us leads, right? No matter what whatever objective we choose, as long as we're talking to those people, these are leads. And the reason we're choosing to talk with people over Messenger or IG is because we want to create a no friction flow for our ideal clients to reach out to us. So what we don't want is this kind of a model. It works also, but it's not cool, man. Like, there is this other method or flow of going to Facebook. You create an ad, and the objective is that you want leads, and then the next step you get to choose that you want to create a lead form where people are going to, I think you might have come across such, where people are going to click on this form and put in their name, their cell phone number and stuff. Then you are going to reach out to them 5 days later or something and say, hey, on WhatsApp or somewhere, and say you had interest in this and that. This thing here creates friction. It's not good. What you need is that as soon as a person sees your ad, they must be able to talk to you. They must be able to chat with you, right? So let's go over there and do this and work with this, right? So let me just clean this up and we do this. So I take it that most of you are new and you've never ran an ad on Facebook. What you need now is to have your Facebook account, meaning you have a profile on Facebook. If your name is Harold the Butcherman on Facebook, imagine I'm called Harold the Butcherman on Facebook, right? And then I've never ran an ad before. What you need to do is, whilst you are logged into your Facebook page or profile, go on your browser and type facebook.com/business. It's going to take you to this page and you are going to hit start now over there. Once you hit the start now page, let me do this. Open this in a private window, and then it's gonna, because I'm not logged in, it's gonna require me to log in, right? When I log in, or when you log in, it's gonna take you through a wizard where you keep it simple. It's gonna take you through an onboarding process where they need you to put in the name of your business, ask if you will be running ads on behalf of somebody or your business. And you keep it simple. You're running ads for yourself. Then they will need you to create the name of an ad account. Then they will need you to link up your payment card, right, your bank card to that, so that they can bill it. And then, yeah, that's more like it. And then once that's set up, you'll be able to log in into this. They'll forward you into this space, right? So the link is basically adsmanager.facebook.com, right? Meaning if I go to this link on a private window, let's see where it takes us. They will need us to log in, I think. You see, they need us to log in or create a new account, right? And then let's do this. Let's paste this and paste this here, / and I did forward, messing up now, / create. I want to see what happens. Okay, it will need to create a Facebook page, right? So it will take you over here, adsmanager.facebook.com, and then you're going to be inside of some stage somewhere here, right? But come under campaigns, the billing or payments, you can go in there and change. There's an option for the payment threshold. That's how much, like, that's the thing that determines at what stage does Facebook bill your card for the marketing they've done. So keep it as low as possible. I keep it always at like 30 or something. I mean $30, or which is like low, or keep it, if it's in rands, keep it somewhere at like 100 rand, meaning every 100 I run or I spend, they bill me. So the more I've got to learn this from a colleague in this space, the more the successful billings you get, or the more they charge your card successfully, the higher they are going to score your account, more like a credit score. It's like they get to see that, oh, this card or this person is trustworthy, and we increase their spending limit in a day, right? When you start, you might be limited to spending $5 or something a day, right? And then we get to set up ads now. So I told you or showed you a basic sketch of targeting. So when it comes to Facebook ads, they are structured in 3 levels, right? So a campaign has 3 levels. It's a campaign itself, and the ad set, and the ad level. So you'll hear this most of the times when we are consulting and I say, let me see over your ad set level. You don't have to, I'm lost. No. Just like that. 3 levels: ad, campaign level, ad set, ads. Over the campaign level, you create a campaign, then the campaign will have these 3 steps inside. So I'm just going to create a new campaign here. And then you see it's already asking me the objective of this campaign. So inside of the campaign, it actually needs you to tell us or tell them what you want to achieve with this thing you are setting up, right? What we want is leads, right? You don't want traffic or engagement and stuff. We want leads. If you check, it says over here, awareness, show your ads to people who are most likely to remember them. Good for reach, brand awareness, views, and whatever. We don't want that. Traffic, send people to a destination such as your website, app, Instagram profile, or Facebook event. We don't want that. Let me read this. I think I made an error. Show your ad to people who are most likely to remember them. That's weird. I think show your ads to people who are most likely to remember your ads. Weird, right? Wouldn't recommend that. Same thing with this. Engagement, get more messages, purchases through messaging, video views, post, page likes and stuff, right? So we can move between engagement, leads, and sales. What I prefer is leads. Collect leads for your business or brand, right? Or sales. Sales is basically sell our services to people through Messenger. So I'm just gonna work between these 2. So I'll say leads or sales. So let's start over with any. Let me say sales or leads. I don't know, right? So let's go. We're gonna continue with leads. Continue. So there's the campaign level. Needs us to choose if we want tailored lead campaigns, streamlined, and they show you like a preset. We don't want that. We want a manual lead campaign, right? keeping it manual, no presets and stuff. So there's a campaign. It has 3 levels. First campaign level, second ad set level, then the ad level. So the campaign needs to have a name, right? So when it comes to this, you can keep it straightforward. You can create a template that gets to, let's add the components. So I'll say the campaign name should be the objective, which is leads, right? And it will be, let's say, what can I say again? I can say, let me see, the budget. No, not the budget here. I'll separate this, but I'll keep it maybe open to something more like, let me put in the audience. So what I was looking for is an option that will allow me to select the audience or something, but it's cool. I'll just save this template. So whenever we want to run whatever, it will use that template to say leads and the audience. But you could just remove this and keep it simple and say, sorry, I'm targeting this. It's a campaign for leads, and then it's going to spend a certain amount. So let's suppose, let me do this in rands. So let's say this campaign is going to spend 100 rands a day, right? And then it's the audience or something, right? Then the audience is going to be, let's keep it simple. I want to target people who want online stores. Then if I'm to go back to our framework, I'm gonna use something that will choose people interested in online stores, right? I'll change this, don't worry. So you don't change anything in here, you don't tweak anything other than the naming. The buying type, you keep it as it is. Then I'm gonna go next. It's gonna take me to the ad set level. Don't worry about these errors, they'll be removed as soon as you you get to the end. It's more like they're picking whatever, and the error here is about this thing here, which is not an issue because it's more like a test page, a test ad account, right? So my ad set level, I can come back to that, you know, after I'm done here. So the conversion thing is where you record, or you want Facebook to know that where is this lead gonna be collected, or where is it gonna be generated, or is the lead going to be captured in a way. This helps Facebook to be able to track how many leads you get. So if I choose websites, it means it will be giving me a certain place over here where I'm gonna send people to a form on my site where they'll be captured as leads, right? And that's the friction we don't want. So website and a call, we don't want that. There are instant forms. There's something called instant forms over here on Facebook. They are built into the Facebook platform on mobile and desktop, right? So same thing here, it's instant forms and messenger. So what I don't want a lot of hassle. I want to keep it basic, right? I can use instant forms and messenger. You see, it says generate leads by asking people to fill in a form or starting chats in messenger. So the thing I want, or I don't want, is I don't want to have people feeling like it's a process to talk to me. I want them to be like, fast, be in contact with me, right? So that's what I want, a frictionless flow. Yeah, so let's move. I'm gonna choose messenger, and then sorry about that, messenger, and then I'm gonna Go to the next, choose my page here. So remember we said you need to do what? Create a page on Facebook and Instagram. So now they need that page and you have not done it yet. So it's on you, Baba. Right? And then the next thing is that you need to set the budget. So the budget can be set inside of the campaign level or the ad set level. What you need to do is to set it in the ad set level. So over here, I'll just say 100 Rand. Right? I won't put dollars because this is a Rand based, this ad account is based on Rands, the currency. It's a Rand based ad account. When I created the ad account, they asked me for the currency and I chose Rands. Why? Because I could. Oh, all right, so let's move. The budget, keep it at daily. There, keep it low. So there's the trick. You don't want to just start with blowing it up. Keep it low. Remember, you'll have this thing giving you views and views as chats. So you don't want to have a lot of people talking to you whilst you haven't figured out your offer or any of those. You can even keep it at 50 rands, I think. Yeah. But I will just say 100 or 90. 100. Of which I have a habit of not keeping my balance square with Facebook, right? So I'll just say 111, something like that, and then move on. The date, always set it up to a future date. Rather have your ads scheduled than to set them up in a manner that you want them to run in the next hour, and it's gonna take like a few hours for them to review and approve your ad, right? So bear that in mind. I'll say tomorrow after midnight, 0001, right? Always keep it this way so that the platform, the system or algorithm will have enough time to start the ad exactly after midnight and spend your balance evenly throughout the day. So they won't rush to just spend the budget, so that because the ad started somewhere at 3 p.m. and they just have to rush to spend the money for midnight. No, keep it somewhere there after midnight and they will spend it properly, slowly, whilst the system or algo is learning, right? And then end date, you don't keep an end, you'll just kill the ad manually if it's not delivering, or if it's delivering and you want to try other stuff. Audience control, location. So remember the demographic, could choose the location here. If I want to target my clients nicely in dollars, I'll just say United something something there. And then it's United States, and then it will be targeted there. Or if I want to target my homies, as I said, I'll keep it like that, right? Just like that. And then the audience part now. So Facebook has this new feature, an update, where they're using Advantage. It's a new thing called Advantage Plus Audience. It's like they're gonna use partly AI to find your ideal audience. So that's as they say, our AI finds audiences for your ads. If you add an audience suggestion, you'll guide our AI towards people that you think are likely to respond. So you can keep it open on there and they'll try figuring that out. But what we'll do is that you switch to the original, because over here they say you can suggest, but what we want is not suggestion. We want to switch to the original ad audience setup. So even though they tell you potentially your outcomes could be like 33% cheaper per results, just go to the original. You'll test those out on your own, right? So the budget is there. all it did was to open the audience thing down here, right? And then what we are going to do is that we are going to go a step further than the location. The age, we keep it open, gender, all genders. Then we want to change the detailed targeting. This is where we set up interests and behaviors, right? So I'm gonna target, I said people who are business owners, right? Let's go to our map. Where's that map? I have no idea where it is, right? Over here, right? So let's say we want to target business owners. I think I'm not using experience only. I'm using just the framework I gave you or structure I gave you. I want to target people who have ran businesses before or running a business or want to run a business, right? So what I'm gonna use over here is an overlap of this open thing, the location, gender, and age, but they should have interest in online stores or websites. So I'm gonna target people who have used Shopify before as a software. Remember, there is a part I said softwares and stuff, or any software that creates websites. I think that's where Wix will come in, or what else? WooCommerce, which is what we're going to be using, and many other softwares or something like that, right? Or target somebody who teaches this stuff or who's like big in the space and influence a brand that people who might own online businesses or want to own an online business might admire or find as an aspiration or something, right? So I'm just gonna come into the interesting here. Let's search online business and see. Online business, cool. Harvard Online business page admins, perfect. You see now, perfect. So it says, let's see this down there. When I read, it says it's a behavior, so it's a digital activity. It's people who own Facebook, who are at Facebook page admins. So people who are an admin of a page on Facebook. So if I select this, it will basically go and say, let's add this maybe, Facebook page admins. Admin. So all the people who are in South Africa, male and female age, and they run or manage or administrate Facebook pages, they could be targeted. They will be targeted. But it's interesting, I think. So let's remove this and check a bit further. Online business. And the other thing with targeting, it's not fixed like, hey, go this line or that way, because most of this audiences overlap a lot, right? Facebook has like so many data, we call them data points. It's like triggers to find people. So you just can't say this way or that way. You can say these people are likely to be business owners. Honestly, I'm telling you. Like, what else? Business decisions, new active business. Facebook knows this in some way. Active business for the past 24 months. No. So let's see what else. If I choose the admin and I check for suggestions, what do they say? They say Facebook page admins, retail page admins. So these are pages which are interesting. You remember when you're setting up a page on Facebook, they will ask what the page is for. On Instagram, it's the same thing. So they will use that data point over here that you are having a page that's selling something, or a page that is in the health and beauty something. That's the stuff we feed them with, right? And then the small business owner, these ones, like, they are just gonna use those data points to pick up that this lady owns a business or a small business, right? A club and community page admin, this is for people who own pages and groups, right? Sport page admins, owner and CEO PC gamer. These are interests. So many stuff, owner, manager, and director. Then Shopify. Do you see that I didn't give them this yet? They are giving this to me, right? And I said would use this. Shopify. Let's see what else. So what I want to do is that I want people who have used Shopify as a software before, like even people who have used Shopify before, but it has not been like amounted to something, right? They can still be like interested in our services because they used Shopify to create an online store and it didn't succeed, right? Some succeeded, it failed, they just didn't get any further. So I'll choose this. Let's see the suggestions. I think they'll suggest a lot of softwares. WooCommerce is a software, you can choose that. Digital marketing is an interest. Magento is a software, not many people would have used this. WordPress is a software because it's a website, the WordPress.com thing, I think, or page and stuff. Amazon retailer, no. Facebook page admins, I can choose this to overlay. Like, is it overlay or what? I'm using the wrong word, I think. Overlap. So I want an overlap of people who used Shopify. Let's remove this. People who use Shopify and they are Facebook page admins. I think that would be a great combo or a good match, right? But I think I shouldn't limit it. I've had clients who needed help with setting up a Facebook page, so I would be leaving those out. But those people mostly have tried using Shopify or WordPress, I think, right? Let's see what else before I skip. Wix. A lot of people use Wix. As you can see here, it does show you the audience size in the location that we selected. There are 23 million people, between 23 to 27 million people who have interest or interacted with this data point, right? So let's see WooCommerce, 2 million. Let's see those Facebook page admins. This is 611 to 718 active triggers on the Facebook page admins data point, right? Wix, 9 million to 11. I think, is it bigger than Shopify? It's not. Wix. So Wix and the page thing there and whoever down here, Wish, nah. I think also if we were to go to find Alibaba, yeah, Alibaba is an interest, mostly is used by people running businesses, right, to get supplies. That would be a great match, but I said it that we keep it to 1 and 2 interests. So I'll try Shopify as an interest here. Then I'll have another ad, another campaign that will test maybe the Facebook thing or Wix or something. Then I get to see the one that wins. I think Shopify is best, right? So go down and see what are we missing. Placements, you don't have to change this. So basically placements is where you choose where the place you want to have the ad appearing. Is it gonna be on Facebook, on Instagram or Messenger, or on the audience network? Audience network is like ads which will appear on certain apps that are partners with Facebook. Such apps I've noticed is like most apps which are on the Google Play Store have ads that are from Facebook, like Tinder, Badoo, games. A lot of games are using ads from Facebook and stuff, right? So you choose which placements you want the ad to appear on these platforms. So it's the feed, it will be like you choose if you want it to appear somewhere or not. Best practice over here, right, is always don't do this manually. Just have Facebook figure out where that person who's in this range is at the moment, because the person, you can set that you want it to appear on Instagram, and the person at the moment, they are online today, they are on Facebook. So Facebook has a list of these people. Now I'm showing you how this works. They have a list of these people with their user IDs, right? They have these user IDs, and they know they are gonna check where this user IDs are active at the moment. Then if the user ID is active on Facebook, they are gonna just say 2 posts from where the person is, let's put an ad. When the person says 1 ad, 2nd ad, then they see that ad, right? And then same thing, if they see that you are somewhere, you haven't been on Facebook, or you have not been on Instagram also, then they will find some game you are playing and put the ad there, right? So that's more like it. Keep it at advantage plus advantage. Previously it was just automatic something, they just changed the labeling, I think. Then go to next. Backward, what I said would come back to was the naming here. So the name, I said we're gonna keep it simple. We'll say the conversion location, messenger, messenger, then let's see, messenger, and the budget, right? Let's say I said 111, so I'll say 111, and then what else? The budget, then the audience, then I'll say Shopify, the interest, right? I think that's all. I won't do the placement because it's automatic, right? So this is just for being able to track things down, right? If you label this, you are labeling it just to be able to track down. For example, imagine having 3 ads running at the same time. You don't know which ad is which and stuff, right? So messenger there, the page over here, I think they need me to go somewhere and accept some term or something. Let's see, accept, will it help? Okay, it did work. Let's go. I think that was the only error. Let's go next. Placements. So the next step now is the ad level. Over here is where we're doing the ad. You can just write the name or label of the ad you used. For example, if I recorded a video today, I could simply say the November date video. Or if I have a specific label or a specific thing I did in the video that would make me remember the video properly, I can easily do that and say okay, let's suppose I did an ad or a video, and the video I recorded remaking the, what do we call it, I was remaking the Starbucks website, something like that, right? So that I remember which video is in here, right? Or I remade the LV website or something. So down here is where you select the page that will be running the ad, and the Instagram page which will be running the page, right? I mean, which will be running the ad, not the page. And then down here is the ad setup. You choose if you want to use an existing post on your Facebook page or Instagram page, or you just want to create a new ad. What I do mostly is create a new ad, but mostly in some instances I do run ads using posts. Here's the thing, when you run an ad by creating an ad, it will be like a post. Remember, an ad on Facebook or wherever, it has comments, likes and stuff, right? That ad, as soon as I stop it, it doesn't exist anywhere else. It's only myself that has a link to that post. It's not out there, it's just an ad, meaning all those likes and comments and reviews or social proof, I lose them, right? But when I use an existing post, I get to pick a post which I recently created, or it's long, old, or whatever. I'm gonna choose that, then run it as an ad, and people will be commenting, asking me stuff, showing interest. Some will be saying my sites are cool or ugly, or my services are bad and stuff. Oh, don't go in here, he scammed me $2 or something, right? All those comments are gonna be inherited by the post, right? So that's what you might have to choose if you want to keep the comments on a certain post, so that when people go to your profile, they see that post with a lot of comments and stuff, or not. So I'll just say create an ad, because I want to keep this running as an ad, right? And then multi-ad advertiser ads, you can keep them there, they don't matter. But what happens mostly is that this does this thing that I've noticed, that whenever you might find like a column of ads that you might be able to slide on, or is stories, and somebody places their ad here, soon as we go to the next story we see your ad. So if I remove this, it means my ad should not be anywhere close or near other people's ads. So this screams main character syndrome, right? Where you don't want your ads anywhere near other brands. You might get your ads to be a bit expensive to reach a big audience at times, but it's not a thing. I'm joking. It's not main character syndrome or issues. But if you're running a business and you don't want people to mistake, because I've seen this where when running an ad and having people come to my business giving me screenshot from somewhere, and I can see it's a business, or they mistake me for somebody they just saw, thinking that we are the same because our ads were like next to each other, or they saw my ad after seeing somebody else's story or something, right? So I'll keep it as it is. I don't have an issue with that. And then here is where we can choose the ad creative. It's a video or an ad, right? It's a video or an image, sorry. If we had chose this here, choosing an existing post, it would give us an option to choose that existing post if it comes from Instagram or Facebook. We wouldn't have this, right? So one, I'm gonna choose a video or an ad or an image, sorry. So let me choose an image and I show you this, right? So here's where you're gonna put in your primary text. It's like a caption. That's where you're gonna work now. I don't have caption in here. I wrote a short thing I wanna paste into the ad, but you could quickly just write down a caption. I expect you to know how to do that. For example, if I get to search for that fellow's thing, what was it? It was web something. Let's say this one. I want to see one of his captions, and maybe I can think creatively fast because I can't right now. But it would be something like looking for, see, looking for or running an online store, want to run a business, looking for done for you online store, something like that. Let's see caption. Nope. Let's see. I'm now opening a schedule for next number of new projects. Let's see. I'm getting ideas as I'm doing this. I think I would say online store done for you. Done for you. Then do something like this. Then I think also the price could be a catch if it's low, but remember we said you're just starting up or something. So $100 online store done for you, or just online store done for you. Then you get to say looking for an online store for your business, then you get to say, oh, by the way, to achieve this, just enter, don't, nothing fancy. Right? And then you get to say looking for an online store for your business, question mark. I'm trying to think. You'd say online store done for you, then dash looking for an online store for your business that will bring in sales, or leads or something like that. We're offering done for you services for a certain fee. Just click the link below or put a link, then something like that. Or use ChatGPT. Hey ChatGPT, write me a primary text for an ad where I'm running a lead campaign selling done for you services for my online store. Done for you services for creating online stores. The fee is this much. Add this and that. Sound like this. This is the link. Then, or this is the link, or this is the link to my WhatsApp or something. Then it will write something for you there. Then you copy it, put it here, or tweak it around. But don't think too much about this. Just keep it simple. Sorry, right? Keep it simple, and then I would go next. Let's see if they're suggesting something. Is it tired of feeling overwhelmed building your online store? We've got you covered. Our team is set up. Our team sets up fully functional e-commerce sites. You can focus on growing your business. You're ready to take the leap, get started, sell more tomorrow. Stuff like that. This is AI, right? So the headline, I would do something like done for you online store. I think the headline, I'll show you where it goes. So I can even keep the fee $5, $2. I'm joking, not $2. But if you're like, I just want to make my first dollar, you can do something funny like that. But I would say $200 done for you online store. And then let's see if it can generate something from this headline. Okay, they don't want to give us that. Or get your store now, get your online store. I think if I just say anything there, dollar online store, something funny like that. They don't want to put a price on that, and I see, right? Description, the same thing. Describe, we offer, we create online stores that brings in sales, plus rank on Google. I think this can be put on the caption also. Remember the primary text, you can add this somewhere. Then call to action, we want to send message. Remember, we want these people to be able to talk to us fast, right? So you're gonna talk to people until you get tired. In here is where you're gonna put in your image. In this case, I think I selected an image. So I took some 2 minutes before doing this whole thing and created this on Canva. How did I do this? I went to my website and I have this extension called something. What is it even called? Let's remove this before it breaks my site. I forgot what the extension is called. Let me see. Manage extension. So it's mobile simulator. So you can go on Google and say mobile simulator extension. It will appear there, right? And then it will basically display your site. Any site you open, it will display it inside this mockup thing, and I screenshot it. As you can see, if you look at this, let me switch it up a bit like this. It's actually long like that. What I did is just cut it short and put it there nicely, then wrote this here, then put the fee, then that, right? So I can download this. Let me wait for it to load. It's taking forever, I don't know why. I can download this and then share, easily take it to Facebook. So let me hit download, the first one, and I'll also show you the other one down there. Why it's taking forever, I don't know. I think it has to do with my network, right? I'll exercise some patience over here. So hit download. As it's downloading, let me show you this. So I also did another one over one of the sites that I've done before. I'll save this, right? So if you check, it's the same thing, but there's a GIF, right? Basically like scrolls through, shows the site. Let's see if it will be fast to go back to the beginning. I think it goes to the cart page or something. It's so slow here, right? And then that picture I downloaded, I'll basically come in here and select it. It's not saved yet, right? Or is it saved? Oh, it's saved this as a video. Oh gosh, let's come save this as a picture, as a JPEG file. Download. Should be faster this time. And then I'm gonna take this here and load it in here. It's busy loading. Then next, I don't want to crop anything, and they are gonna recommend that I crop things, and I don't want to do that, right? So I'm just gonna hit next. Enhancements, nope. Let's see, some enhancements might need to damage my thing there. I don't want that. I'll keep it as it is. What overlay do I want to add here? Let's see. Okay, it's taking forever, I don't know. Let's go next, and then this is done, right? If you check here, it's already showing us how some of our ads are gonna look on different placements. I think if I am to run this, it can get me a lot of conversations going. Oh, there's the overlay they were talking of, right? And then if I do this, I think it can get a lot of chatting, like a lot of people talking. Next thing to do is the primary text, which we've written at the beginning. Sorry, you can edit this in here. And then mostly I select any of this to be used. Like I don't mind, just to have some variation in my ad. Then this I won't change it. Call to action, I will be sending people to my messenger. If you want them to go to some other page, you can select it here and then change the page, but I'll just use the page I selected in the ad set level. Going down, I know you are tired, we're almost done. Going down, I don't want to add anything, music or whatever. Destination, so this is where you want people to go after clicking the send message thing, right? So it's suggesting to give you some sort of templates for messenger, meaning when a person clicks send message, it opens messenger or the messaging thing, then they find some templates in there where a bot talks to them, and we don't want that. We want to create a new thing, so we'll hit create. So there's the templates that we're talking about, and we don't want such things, so we'll hit the welcome message. So as soon as a person opens messenger, there is this automated message which will be there, right? I think you might have seen that with some pages, or yeah, pages you open their messenger automatically. There is like a welcome message that pops up there, right? So this is where we might edit that. We can remove this, because if we keep this, it says, hey user, their first name, would like to know how we can help you. Please answer a few questions so that one of our representatives may follow up with you. We don't want to sound like they're going to talk with us in some future. So I'll just say, hey user, full stop. Let me do this, right? Then I'll say, thanks for reaching out, emoji. Are you ready to launch your own e-commerce website that's done for you in just 5 days? Then I just want to find out this. Let me paste this here, right? Don't mind the formatting, it will keep it clean. Thanks for reaching out. Are you ready to launch? Thanks for reaching out. So if I say, are you ready for launching, it's like, I'm not sure if they are interested, right? So also, I think now I shouldn't obsess with doing this as if it's a real campaign, because you'll be doing that, right? All this, I've done this before. I'm not in a position to be giving people scripts and feeding their laziness, right? So you're gonna go out there, do this work, write a script if you can't go to ChatGPT, but don't really just give it and copy paste without thinking. Sometimes the element of being human and thinking helps, right? Thanks for reaching out. Let's see what I can say. Thanks for reaching out. I see you have interest in our done for you online store. I think that's the one time I'll just keep it brief, right? Online done for you online store service, or done for you online store services. I see you have interest in our done for you online store services. Let's see what else. Let's say, should I keep it a question mark or not? Let's keep it open, but I want to keep this as authentic as it can. I just want to find out, can you tell me about the kind of business you want the online store for? I think if I can remove this, interested in our done for you online store services. I think this line, if you were doing some bit of thinking, you will think of it in different way, like in a different, like, I see you have interest in getting an online store done for you, or something like that. I see you have interest, or thanks for your interest in getting our team to build an online store for your business or for you, right? Then over here you can say, quickly, can you tell me, I put this at the wrong place. Quickly, where am I writing this? This is making an error now. See, let's say over here, quickly, what am I doing? I think this thing is messing up. That's why I prefer writing in here and paste it in there, right? So I'll just say, put it here, back, full space, full thing there, and then open a new paragraph. Then I'll say, quickly, can you tell me about the kind of business you want the online store for? Can you tell me about your business? Or can you tell me about the kind of business you want the online store for? That's cool, right? Then that's the first text. So people have this thing of using this automated questions and answers like a bot. Now I don't prefer that. I don't think people mostly don't like it when you sound a bit botty, right? When you sound like a bot. So what I'm going to do is remove all this stuff here. So all these funny questions are going to be removed, right? I'm going to purge them. I'm not even going to ask about a city or anything. Everything goes, buddy. Everything goes. So no question, no answer here. No validation, nothing. So basically it's just straightforward. The welcome message, and that's all, right? I don't want anything here. Let me see how I can get rid of this. Cause I don't want this. I don't want this at all. Let me see how to. I think I'm tired now, so I'm like frustrated easily. Allow to skip. Now this question won't be there, I think, so we're not gonna keep it in here. So what we gonna have again is all these are gonna be removed. We're not gonna have any of those. Let's see if I go advanced, what happens. Save template, no template, allow keywords to end automated question, enter, move lead conversation to done, filled in the MetaSuite inbox. Nope. So let's see this, how to track all this. Nope. So the thing I'm going to do is just have a welcome message like that, right? And then the thing I can set up, the only thing I can set up is this questions here. Where are they? There are these questions that I can have floating down here, and I have a place for them, right? Let's see if I can have those somewhere. A welcome message here, questions here, add questions to get the info that you need from leads, right? Okay, I deleted that. Thank you. There, that was easy. I think for it to be deleted, it needs me to have a one placement. I think it needs, for example, let me show you this. If I bring in something like another question, it allows me to delete this one, right? So I could just keep it at the welcome message because that's the main thing I want. And then let's preview this in Messenger. I think it insists on having one question. I think what we can do is this. I see you have interest in a done for you. Thanks for reaching out. Let's edit this nicely. Thanks for reaching out. I see you are interested. You have interest in getting an online store for your business. Or should I say thanks for reaching out and your interest in getting an online store done for you, right? Or for your business, for your business, right? Something like this. Then the first question I can put this quickly. Can you tell me? See, I'm putting cues. I want this cue. Quickly, can you tell me about the kind of business you want the online store for? Or can you tell me about the kind of business, or can you tell me about your business? Can you tell me about your business or what you want this you want the online store to sell? Or what you want to sell, something like that. So you just have to think, right? Quickly, can you tell me about your business or what you'd love to sell or something in that line, right? I think I'll keep it simple. And then I don't need any of this answers and whatever and to go where and where. So when the person tells me about their business, so the other thing, I think this question can be where we set the bait. Can you quickly tell me about your business or what you want to sell, right? Then when they answer this, let's say when they answer this by people who choose this answer will go to a specific. No, we don't want that. We want it to be a straightforward thing. We wanted text here. We didn't want yes or no, yes and no, right? Let me copy this and fix the error I've made. I think the error was the answer there, right? Custom question. Now let me see if ever I can do something. Answer option. So this answer option is when you do multiple questions like a bot, and we don't want that, right? So we want a person to tell us about, they will be texting here about what they want, and then let's see the message completion if it needs anything. So thank people for their answers and let them know what happens next. You can find your new lead in Ads Manager, your page publishing tool, or your CRM, right? So this is where you get to actually write some sort of a closing message. Let me see. So you put some sort of a closing message like you could say thanks for sharing a bit about your business. So here's how our done for you services work. And then you could put some sort of a link to a page that you put a video talking there or something, right? Or do nothing. But what I can do, it's something like I'll just take anything here, because remember I explained to you, right? So I'll just give you this here, maybe a link to something, or I'll say below is a link to a place to see something, right? And then there, and then what they need you to do here on Facebook, they need you to have a privacy policy which will be put somewhere in fine print for people to understand what happens with their contacts when you do this. Then you're just gonna put that here. Let me try and see how do I get that. Let's say web agency growth. I'm just gonna put something there which doesn't exist. Privacy policy, right? I just wanted to dismiss this and we are able to check this out, right? Preview in Messenger. Hopefully it previews this nicely. Okay, a message has been sent from this to your phone to preview what experience will look like for the customer. So I'll go and view that, but it should be something like this, right? And then that's more like it. I'll hit finish. It's set up. If you check here, the thing is done, and then we move on to tracking. So you could set up some sort of a way to see when to track this conversions, or to track this. Sorry about that, my things were like tired. So to track this events that you are doing, more like tracking this leads, they will get to a certain page which will be triggered to register for that event of submitting a lead. But I'll just keep it simple like Messenger, and that's just it, right? If I'm to view this, it shows me how the ad looks on Facebook, and I'll open one of this, right? It will look more like this, and it's like nice. The comments and likes will be in here. Might as well run an ad for this, right? And then over here I can choose to see how it looks in the destination, right? Here is to see the messenger thing. So there, hey Harold, thanks for reaching out and your interest in getting an online store done for your business. Quickly, can you tell me about your business or what you want to sell? Then the person answers, then it closes by saying something like, as I said, something like, thanks for the response, thanks for sharing thanks for sharing that. Also bear in mind the person might answer something that's unrelated, so you must be tricky, like thanks for sharing that, or thanks for your message. So here's a breakdown of our services and stuff like that, right? And then just like that, you publish it and it's done. You need to just make sure this is nicely done, right? So let's close this and we go back. I want to try a different one. So remember, we set up one that's like for leads. So let me go to creating a new campaign, and I'm gonna select sales in this case. So I'm gonna go to sales, create a campaign manual. I think I'm wrapping up now, and then I'm gonna do the names. I'm gonna leave this blank and go to the next one, ad set, and then I'm gonna choose the action to happen in the messenger app. Then I'm gonna select the page, messenger account, don't change anything, maximize number of conversations, right? Keep it there. My budget, so I always suggest you keep it low, and you'll get to increase as you go, but keep it low. Then future date, which is tomorrow after midnight, 01, no end date. Then I'm gonna change my audience there and location, placement, then go next. So I'm just running through the name of my ad name, the video which I used, selecting the page. I'm creating a new ad, manually gonna upload this, selecting the format, is it a video or an image, and then creating this. So I'm gonna choose this thing here now. So it's an image. Remember, I'm gonna put in this here, then go next and upload the image, then hit next, and no overlays or whatever, I chose it. Then the primary text is needed here, and then you see now this is different when you opt for sales versus leads, but both are going to achieve the same. And when it comes to sales, I think it's a bit nicer and it allows more features. You'll see them. So over here, so the headline, primary text goes, let's go to the ad here. Primary text is the caption which will be up here, and then the headline is this text here. You see it says chat on messenger. If I'm to, sorry, I made a mistake. If I'm to like write something here and say, let's do this, $100 done for you online store, it will be written there, right? Or online store belt for you, then dash that $1. I'm joking, 297. It's gonna look like this, right? And then that's the headline. Then there's the primary text I did write, mention that it's up here. You'll see it populating. It's the caption, right? So that's the caption you use and stuff. You'll use ChatGPT for that. What else? Let's see. Description. Let's see where this goes. Gonna copy something in here. Let me copy this, paste it. This one, they always tell you that it won't appear on all platforms, right? So I'm just gonna keep it simple like that. Then that messenger thing there, it's just to tell you that this thing is going to messenger. When you are running ads for websites and stuff, you get to change it's called the destination or destination at label or something. It's like writing the label of the website. So you'll just say mydomain.com, right? Messenger, if I change this to website, you'll see how it will look. It's not this one, it's like up there, the destination. I won't change it now. So going forward, the destination. So since we said messenger, it's now taking us through to create a messenger thing. That, remember this thing we're battling with that side, and I was too tired to go through this. So you can use an existing message sequence from your partner or whatever. Let me see. So you could use like scripts or some sort of bots. For example, there's a thing people use now called ManyChat. It's nice, but I'm not gonna go for those. Let's just click here and we see what options. Okay, I didn't link anything. There's some JavaScript code you can use to automate this work. It's like a bot, right? We're not gonna do that. So what we're going to create is start a chat and then have that welcome message, and yeah, from there we take it further. So there's the message. There's the thing I had prepared for, actually, not that lead one which is limiting. So I'll say, hey, thanks for showing interest. Remember I said we're gonna say thanks for showing interest or something. So I'm not gonna think too much now because I'm tired. What I'll do is just copy this and paste it in here. You are the one who will be doing this nicely and perfectly, right? I'm running over this, bearing in mind your attention span and mine running out, right? So thank you for reaching out and showing interest. We said showing interest in getting an online store built for you, blah blah blah, for this much, for in just 5 days, for $300 US or whatever fee you set. I just want to find out, can you tell me about your business? Let's see if we can do a paragraph here. I think keeping the best, the better you can do, or the best thing you can do, is keep your text simple, like sound human. Remember, you can't just open Messenger and somebody says, oh, right? Just keep it simple, like, hey, thanks for showing interest over here. Thanks for showing interest. Now this is my caps on now, right? Thanks for showing interest in us building an online store or whatever thing you're doing for your business, right? And then I think I can also just say for your business in just 5 days or in just 4 days, depends how long you choose, right? I think I can remove the fee for now to keep the conversation going, but the duration perfect, right? So I don't want to include anything like show your numbers and stuff, but I think it can happen. Let's see. Country code +27, I think. It's South Africa there. So let's suppose I have a cell phone number. I'll say 015-299-77 or something. Let me just do this. I want to see where the number will appear. Mostly I don't choose this, right? I think it's this thing there. I'm so tired. I even mess up with basic stuff, right? So you can include the number or not. It's cool. So this preset questions, it's what I wanted. That's what I prepared for, or what I always did and do, right? So what you have to do over here, let's not hit up in the head, let's move. So what you can do, or what I always do, or what works, is that allow the customer to answer you here, and they get to have some preset questions they can go over, and they get to have answers before you get to talk to them, right? You can keep this to like 2, right? Just keep it at 2 or 1, right? Don't have a lot of entries. So I can just go over here and show you. The first one would be, can you tell me about the pricing for your done for you e-commerce store service? Or can you tell me how much it is to get an online store built for my business? Then you answer that in here. So this is the question and then answer. When they click this, they are going to get this answer. Or you just keep it open so that as soon as you go over your messenger, you get to talk to them. That's why the lead one, the sales one, and you open a chat, or the engagement one and you open a chat, is more authentic and real. It's like chatting to a person, right? And then from there, I said you can keep it to 2 questions, right? And then let's see down here, follow up with people who tapped on your ad but haven't sent a message after approximately 1 day. Yeah, so this one's like where people tried chatting with you but they didn't respond, and then you get to set up a follow-up chat automatically that will say, hey, we wanted to follow up, do you have any questions? Or you get to say, hey, interested in helping you out, would you mind just briefing me about your business or something, right? Or set this to be like a few days. This one limits you to day 1, but you could do some sort of follow-up on your own and save this as a template to reuse after, and you save it since you are done. And then you basically get to publish your ad, and that's basically it. I think we've touched up on how to set up Facebook ads and how the framework of this works. So you're gonna have a lot of views coming from your ad that trigger a lot of people to talk to you. Then after those chats, don't just wait for them to figure out something on their own. You could include your WhatsApp number in one of those open chats, like, hey, thanks for showing interest in getting an online store built for your business by our team or something. To reach out to me or to have a faster conversation going on with me, reach out to me on WhatsApp, or set something that gets people to come to WhatsApp, right? But now I'll just show you this one and then wrap up, I think, because by far we spoke about how to do this. I won't talk on sales calls because already you have an idea of what is required of you to just have as many conversations going. If need be that you are charging a bit higher and you want to convince the person or close the person, you can suggest that, hey, can we jump on a quick 15 minutes or 20 minutes Zoom call where I'll be showing you some of the work I've done, and a breakdown of what I'll be doing to achieve giving you that store that you're looking for, something like that, right? But overall, that's the thing. There is nothing else left from this. And in the next video, I'll be walking you over skill work, how to build a website and craft the skill that will allow you to charge even as high as 500 US dollars, as high as whatever amount possible, because your sites will be appealing enough. The moment you are in conversations, you don't have to prove yourself too much. You could say, hey, go through these links. These are some of the works that I've done. And then you know that as soon as they see your site, your work, they are close, they are done, they are interested, right? That's more like it. And that's how I work. My work, I always make sure it speaks for me. I don't need to be like, hey, I can cut down the price to like $50 or something. God forbid. I always make sure that the skill, the craft work I have pushes me to be able to just say it without jumping on a call, that I can actually get this done for you for 500 US dollars, 200 US dollars, 297, 300 US dollars, any fee I think of charging, because I know I can account for my work. That's more like it. Without talking a lot, because I've already done so, I think take some time before going into the next level, of course, or module or lesson or section. Reflect on what we've gone through, the framework that we've shared with you up there, foundation and groundwork. Try and package your stuff. You can start creating pages even before you learn how to do those things. Then as soon as you're comfortable, you'll take some 2 weeks, 3 weeks working on your skill and come back, launch your your web agency, and then hit it running. Keep your tires warmed up and spin as much as you can. So that's more like it. Looking forward to seeing you in the next lesson, where we are getting a bit hands-on as always, and I'll see you on the other side. Am I forgetting anything? Don't think so, but yes, cheers. I'll share another part of this framework with on a live call with those that have paid for the live coaching sessions. See you in there, and in the other lesson where we'll be learning web design mastery. Cheers.